Let's go. Welcome back. Thursday night. Hope you have a lovely good night. I'm gonna pull up a chessboard and play some 5-minute blitz. Let's go. And back to standard chess. Looks like I played this guy a lot. He has my number 2 to 10. Sheesh. Probably played a lot of Frenches, I assume. This is the Steinitz attack. Going here. Knight. I'd like to win this game. Kind of start to get close to leveling the score. 3 in 10 sounds much better than 2 in 10. Castle, no hassle. It's lovely. Thursday nights. Yeah, with the idea of bringing the bishop here. Tempoing the queen. Well, let's go. My opponent's letting me do it. You can't push here. I can actually pre-move this. It's always a safe pre-move if you pre-move diagonally with a pawn, as if a pawn landed on that square. Where's this queen doing? What's this queen doing? Can I just play here? I can. Queen takes, knight takes. I'm just gonna grab some space here, and it just doesn't seem wise to open up this diagonal for the bishop. I'm gonna go for this idea. Seems like a cheeky move, but it's not pitting the knight. Doesn't prevent castle. What else? How about something like this? With certain ideas of moving the knight, revealing this attack on the queen. And as of now, my opponent is really only playing with these two pieces. Okay, the knight's developed, but not doing too much. Okay, knight comes in. I'm the queen. I can't push this pawn because the bishop would be loose. I can temple the queen again. Queen may come here. Knight comes in. It's important that this knight isn't leaping anywhere with a check. So I can actually just hit this knight. Yeah, let's go. The knight is pinned. You can counterattack, but the problem is I take the knight, threatening the queen. I imagine if my opponent does resign quickly, he's going to rematch. He or she will rematch. Just grabbing the knights. No, my opponent's going to play on. Yeah, dropping the bishop back. How far back, though? Yeah, I guess it makes sense to protect this. Okay, my opponent is pressing now, but maybe too little too late. Dropping the bishop back. Maybe ideas of lifting this rook and bringing the bishop here. Very insistent. Okay, there is a check here. Knight takes. Knight takes. You have to move the rook, spoiling the check. I can also just grab with the pawn. There isn't a check here. The queen can't check on any of these squares. Yeah, I'm just going to grab here. Yeah, so there's no checks. The queen can't check on any of these squares. There is that check. This would be terrible. There'd be a mate here. So I actually have to either drop the knight back or drop the bishop back. If you drop the knight back, you can kick the knight immediately. Dropping the bishop back, at least I have a couple moves to sort this out. Step the king to the H file. Yeah, I'm just going to snap that off. Oh, knight takes. I may just bring the queen in, but maybe in such a way. No, can't do that. What about this? Using arrows going after the rook. Am I worried about this? No, because yeah, not worried about this because the rook is loose. Minute and 36 seconds. 3 minutes and 19 seconds. Can I get that third win? Does my opponent? Oh, my opponent plays 960. I wonder if our games have been 960. I feel like they've been 960 actually. Okay, this is back on the cards. But no, I push the pawn, blockading this pawn, also defending here. I can defend with the rook as well. The rook, the pawn, the queen. You're moving here. In fact, bishop takes, rook takes, pawn takes. Queen can't take because queen takes. Opponent still has a healthy edge on the clock though. No problem. And I have some inactive pieces. Okay, let's go down that line. Rook takes. Queen cannot take. Queen defends laterally. There's a check here as well. Could get quite scary with this potential coordination with the knight and the queen. Yeah, in activity, I have it too. This bishop is at least has some scope. My knight, yeah, it has some scope, but okay, check him if you got him. Check again. The queen can't interpose. Maybe just knight here with the idea of bringing the rook here, but there is also this check here just to, frustrate my opponent a little bit, and he still can't interpose with the queen because the knight does defend. Yeah, let's go. Let's do that. This also defends here twice. No checks for you. Okay, opponent is being a little sneaky, but can't I just grab the rook? Check here. Check him if you got him. Oh, these squares are nicely defended by this pawn, though. Yeah, just defending here. Check here. Queen comes forward. Check here. King comes over. But that was unexpected. What is the idea here? No check here. This is the way to play it. 29 seconds. King comes over. It's a check here. It's also a check here. Maybe this check is better. Yeah, check here. Of course, bishop can't take the pin. Where's the king going? Has to step back to one of these two squares. Sorry, these two squares. And then the queen can start to check. 26 seconds to a minute and 24 seconds. Check him if you got him. The king can't go forward because of these lovely knights. Check him if you got him. 21 seconds. And yeah, this is made. Let's go. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll see you next time. Cheers.